We all think we know the basics of a safe home: strong locks, a full fridge, a clean bed. We follow the checklist, making sure all the official boxes are ticked. But what if I told you for a foster teen, real safety, the kind that lets them finally take a deep breath and let their shoulders drop, often has nothing to do with those things? What if the key to making them truly feel secure is something much smaller, something many of us overlook every day? This isn't just a theory. This is what teens with lived experience in foster care say are the real unspoken signs of a safe home. Today, we're going beyond the manuals to share 5 things that, according to them, make all the difference. The first thing, and maybe the most powerful, isn't something you do. It's something you are. It's your calm. For a teenager coming from chaos, unpredictability, or neglect, the world can feel like a minefield. Their nervous system is constantly on high alert, scanning for the next threat. One teen described it as living in a state of permanent flinch. They're always waiting for the other shoe to drop, for the yelling to start, or for a tense quiet to erupt into a storm. When a foster parent meets challenges with a steady, calm presence, it sends a huge message. It says, "This is a place where problems are handled, not just reacted to." It shows that a spilled drink is just a spilled drink, not a trigger for a rage. A kid's challenging behavior isn't seen as defiance, but as them trying to communicate an unmet need or a past trauma. Responding with calm instead of punishment shows you care about their feelings, not just their actions. Imagine being in a constant state of high alert and then walking into a home where the adults are regulated. Their calm becomes an anchor. As one former foster youth explained, "When my foster mom was calm, even when I was a mess, it was like she was lending me her peace until I could find my own." It was the first time I realized that the chaos didn't have to create chaos in everyone else. That sense of stability and knowing an adult can handle big emotions without crumbling or exploding is a type of safety no lock on a door could ever provide. The second thing teens point to is the deep, almost desperate need for a personal space and a sense of ownership. This goes beyond just having a bedroom. For a teen whose belongings have been tossed in a trash bag more times than they can count, or has never had a private place, having some control over their environment is a form of safety. It's about having a space that is undeniably theirs. This could be a whole room they can decorate, even if their taste is the total opposite of yours. That tells that tells them their identity is respected. But even if a private room isn't an option, teens say something as small as a locked drawer, a personal shelf, or a box that no one else touches can be a lifeline. It's a physical boundary that says, you have a right to privacy. You have a right to keep a part of your world to yourself. One teen shared a story about this foster parent giving him a key to his own room. He said he never even locked it. He didn't need to. Just having the key was enough. It was simple. It provided they trusted him, and more importantly, they respected his need for sanctuary. This isn't about being secretive. It's about having autonomy. After so many choices have been made for them, giving them a space where they make the rules is a powerful step toward feeling secure and in control of their life. The third element of feeling safe is predictability. For many kids, life before and during foster care is defined by instability. They might not have known where their next meal was coming from or who'd be home when the school let out. This constant uncertainty forces them to spend all their energy just trying to manage their surroundings, leaving very little room for healing or just being a kid. This is why foster teens say that simple, consistent routines are so incredibly grounding. It's knowing that dinner is at 6:30 every single night. It's knowing that on Saturdays, you do chores in the morning and have free time in the afternoon. These predictable patterns create a rhythm for life that can be deeply soothing for a nervous system that's out of whack. When a teen knows what to expect, they don't have to waste emotional energy bracing for the unknown. One young woman recalled how her foster family kept a whiteboard in the kitchen with her week's schedule. Things like appointments, who was cooking dinner, any upcoming events, etc. was on this whiteboard. She said, "At first, I thought it was kind of silly, but then I realized I was looking at it all the time. It was the first time in my life I actually knew what was happening tomorrow. It made me feel like I could finally relax." Creating special traditions like monthly game night or a favorite meal also builds a sense of stability and belonging. It doesn't have to be rigid or materialistic, but as a gentle, reliable structure tells a teen that their world is no longer in free fall. It's stable, it's dependable, and they are safe inside of it. We share these insights because they come directly from those who lived experience, and their voices are the ones that matter most. If you believe in the power of these small, meaningful actions, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Every subscription helps us evaluate these critical stories and get this information to more people who are ready to make a real difference. The fourth thing costs nothing but is absolutely priceless: the freedom to feel without being judged. Many teens in care have been told their feelings are wrong, inconvenient, or just an overreaction. They've been told to get over it or been punished for showing anger or sadness. As a result, they learn to bury their emotions, which often just come out sideways as challenging behaviors. A home feels safe when a teen is allowed to be sad about a canceled visit with a sibling, or angry about their past without their foster parent immediately trying to fix it or talk them out of it. It's about active, empathetic listening. It's about a foster parent who can sit with them in those hard feelings and simply say, "That sounds incredibly difficult," or "I get why you would feel that way." Those words are profoundly validating. One former foster youth put it this way: "My whole life, people tried to tell me I shouldn't be angry about what happened. My foster parents were the first people who said, 'You have every right to be angry.' They didn't try to solve it, they just sat with me. And that's when I finally felt safe enough to start letting the anger go." When a teen knows their emotions won't be dismissed or punished, they learn that they are safe, all parts of them, even the messy, painful ones. And the final piece is about communicating safety and acceptance without saying a single word. Teens entering a new home are expert observers. They're looking for clues to say if this place is truly safe for all of them. One of the most powerful ways to signal this is through what some call passive advertising. This is especially vital for LGBTQ+ youth, but the principle applies to everyone. It's having books on the shelf with diverse characters and families. It might be a small rainbow flag sticker on a laptop, or casually mentioning a friend or family member who is part of the LGBTQ community in a positive way. These subtle cues send a clear message. You are welcome here. All of who you are is welcome here. It allows a teen to feel seen and accepted before they have to risk making themselves vulnerable by sharing personal information. This extends beyond LGBTQ identity to culture and race. A former foster youth advertised foster parents to study different cultures. You're not always going to get a child from the same background as you. Having art, music, or food that reflects a teen's cultural background shows that their heritage is seen and valued. Another teen mentioned how his foster family, who was of a different race, took the time to learn how to take care of his hair. He said, "It wasn't about the hair. It was about them showing me that a part of me they didn't understand was still worth their time and effort." These small, visible signs of acceptance create an environment of belonging and tell a teen, you don't have to hide here. You can be your whole self and you will still be safe. So, when you boil it down, these 5 things teens say make a home feel truly safe are: a caregiver's calm presence, a personal space to call their own, predictable routines, the freedom to feel their feelings without judgment, and seeing visible signs of acceptance before they even have to speak. Notice that none of these require a big house or a ton of money. They're about being intentional, patient, and empathetic. They're about understanding that for a teenager who has been through trauma, safety isn't just physical. It's deeply emotional. It's about building trust, one small, constant action at a time. By focusing on these things, we can create spaces where teens can finally stop just surviving and actually start healing. What do you think? Are there other small things that you've seen make a big difference? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We can all learn from each other.